Welcome to another live stream, guys, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Laughter on the Arsenal stand. As we guys know, Arsenal, us being given a very wonderful chance, and City blew their chance really to capture Arsenal's neck and be on their neck. So Tottenham Hotspur, like I said yesterday, please do your job. And guess what they did? At least they did a job. Just one thing. I needed either a draw or just a little bit of a win. But Thomas Frank, our silver boy, our only manager that thinks Tottenham Hotspur can at least help Arsenal to gain some points, has really done it. He has done it for the Arsenal, and we are 6 points ahead. 6 solid points ahead. What a weekend. What a weekend. What a weekend. It's crazy to think and it's crazy to believe and see what really happened this weekend. It's been a massive weekend of football, and Arsenal emerge as one of the, I would say, the beneficiary of the weekend. And we are 6 points ahead of Manchester City. Manchester City. We are 6 points ahead of them. Now, I want to big up Tottenham Hotspur for having a very good game in the second half. Looking at the first half of the game, guys, I had given up and I was like, oh man, Tottenham Hotspur are killing the game. They weren't really good on it. Every single ball, you feel like Manchester City was just in for training. And anybody who might have watched that first half would have never ever thought that they would come back and do something like they have done. And guess what? Solanke did what we all wanted them to do, getting that crucial goal. We know it's just a draw, but at least it has helped Arsenal. That's all we wanted. We wanted from our neighbors to at least do us a favor for the first time. I'm so excited, guys. I'm really excited for this wonderful moment that we have to share. And also, we still need to do our job, I know, but it feels much better. Looking back at the weeks that we had where Arsenal were really armored, like every pundits, everybody in the world were armoring Arsenal for being beaten by Manchester United with no mercy. Like I said in my stream yesterday that we football can change in a blink of an eye. Like today, you're crucifying Arsenal for not winning against Manchester United, and the next week everything changes. Now everybody is praising Arsenal for being very consistent, winning really well, convincingly at least United, and everybody now is saying yes, it's Arsenal's title to lose, which totally has been like that for forever. But I feel like every single time Arsenal has just a drift, like a drift, just like a tiny bit. Trust me, there's no team in the Premier League that's gonna win every single game, like every matches. For sure. I don't understand why every time Arsenal is under scrutiny, like under the needles. I feel like the way they criticize Arsenal when we lose games, guys, or when we fail to win, get a draw or something, like it's just beyond. I know it's it's we call it's Arsenal agenda, but we for sure know that 6 points ahead of Manchester City is a very valid points. Very valid and very good for the Arsenal. Looking at the way this Premier League is going, all the teams around Arsenal, like not on their point. This is our season, guys. This is a season where Arsenal has to prove to the world that they have the capacity, they have the, the momentum, they have the squad to take this title to the end of the season. And I don't disagree with that. I don't think Manchester City, that people have always said, yes, they know how to win. Yes, they have done this and this. Yes, they have done so many things that Arsenal haven't done. They have gone through the line. They have won. Trust me, I don't discredit every single thing that they have done throughout throughout the years. But these sharks, these sharks that they're saying, they're coming over you, they're coming after you, shark, 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 shark. No way the sharks is gonna bite anything. It looks like the sharks have very, very blunt teeth, like super blunt teeth. I don't think they're able to do it. I don't see Manchester City going in for a run, 10 games run. This Manchester City that I see, that I've watched today, guys, there's no way. There is no way completely that these sharks are gonna get their prey. No way. And you will believe me, at the end of the season, come back to the channel, subscribe, and then like and share, and then tell me next time when we bottle, the way people say, you're going to bottle, you're going to bottle, you're going to bottle. We do our bottle job. No. Come back to this channel when we are lifting up the trophy at the end of May, and tell me that the Sharks that they said they were gonna get Arsenal are gonna do it. I don't see, I don't, it feels like Pep Guardiola has ran out of ideas. How many games have they lost in the last few weeks? Bodo, how do you call it? Bodo Glint or Bodo Glint. It's some team that you don't even know where they come from, like winning against them in the Champions League. And you're telling me that this is a team that is gonna take over the title from Arsenal. Arsenal that has been consistent for the last 4 years. Matches we have not been winning. Matches we have not been winning the Premier League, but we have been very, very consistent. And I don't see that in Manchester City at all. I don't. Guys, let me know. What do you think? What is your view? Like, do you think Manchester City is that big and that they're gonna do tremendous? They're gonna do wonders like they used to do? I don't see it. Tell me one thing. I don't. I don't see it completely. Like, let me know if you see anything. Thanks. I see you in the comment, guys. Just excuse me. Just let me know. I don't see Manchester City that has that many years people have been giving them credit. I don't disagree that they have been the best in the Premier League for a while. But these sharks that people are talking about, it's never a shark anymore. I think the animal, we might have to change the name, because imagine Tottenham Hotspur playing the first half. Like, Manchester City was just rolling the balls. It almost looked like it was a training field for Manchester City. But the way Thomas Frank changed the squad in the second half, bringing in all those substitutions and making the changes in the formation and stuff, that improved Tottenham Hotspur a bunch. Like, it was crazy to see how Thomas Frank just changing just a tiny bit. And Simmons, this guy, people have been talking about, oh, he's not a good player, like he's just trash and stuff like that. He doesn't do anything in the Premier League, is a flop. He was immense today. I've never praised any Tottenham Hotspurs player, but I feel like the game was just held by the neck. Siemens was on it. He is the one that was like the driving force for every single Tottenham Hotspurs ball. We know he's an Arsenal supporter. Maybe he had that drive in him and he wanted to show that, yes, I want to help my team. Arsenal at some point wanted him, but he ended up joining Tottenham Hotspur at some point. But he has done his job for the Arsenal. Now 6 points. How can we keep this momentum running? If we look at the if we look at the games that are gonna be coming right here for Manchester City, guys. Let me see. Let me share this with you, like Manchester City fixtures, and I want you to tell me if this fixture that we have is going to be a fixture that would take Manchester City to the top of the table. I don't really see that completely. Manchester City taking over Arsenal. I don't see it, guys. Let me know. I don't see it completely in any way. Like, how would let me say, like, Manchester City hasn't been playing great completely the entire season, but I don't know why people just have that belief that matches they haven't been on form or they haven't been playing their best game, they're at some point going to return and go in for a winning run. I don't even think Manchester City has gone for a 5 game run in this league this season. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really watch Manchester City every single day, but I don't think they have done 5 or 6 games in a row this entire season. And we have 14 games left. Guys, let's look at these games that Manchester City has right here. Now, when you look at Manchester City, let me share it, guys, with you in a quick screen share here, real quick. And then we shall see their games real quick. Now you should be able to squeeze it a little bit, have that full. Okay, so look at Manchester City's games. This Saturday, they're going. Actually, it's on Sunday. Liverpool, Manchester City. Tell me if Manchester City is going to win against Liverpool. By all means, I bet my head. Come back to the channel when Manchester City beats Liverpool, and say whatever you want to say, because I don't see this Manchester City team beating Liverpool at Anfield. Liverpool at Anfield. This is not gonna happen. Guaranteed win for Liverpool. The way City is playing, I guarantee Liverpool a win. Now look at the next game. Manchester City still has Newcastle. Manchester City still has Fulham. Maybe they would win against Fulham, but Newcastle is another game. I know they have that Carabao Cup as well. Look at Leeds. They're going to Leeds United, guys, where Arsenal went and walloped them. But that is a very, very tricky ground to go to, and Manchester City is going to have a problem there. Nottingham Forest, always a problem. West Ham, maybe they have West Ham and Nottingham Forest. Those ones might be a little bit, I would say it would be a little bit probably safer for them. But their runs are not easy. Crystal Palace, Chelsea is still in there. I know Arsenal still also has to play Chelsea. And then Arsenal, there in April 18th. I'm saying if we can go to Etihad when Manchester City has lost some of their games against Newcastle, against Liverpool, against Newcastle, Liverpool, maybe probably I would say Leeds United. If they can get 9 points off before we go to see them, actually they still even have Chelsea. That's another big game. So if they can lose, even have a draw, like 3 or 4 draws, and for us at least we maybe have a big run and probably some few draws. I'm not saying we're going to win all the matches. We shall have some um, drips as well, as you guys know. So that's not going to be very easy for Manchester City. But I believe, by all means, even if Arsenal are not really on form or they're not still on top of their biggest game, I'm very, very optimistic that this season is our season. And thank you so much, Tottenham Hotspur, for doing us a wonders. A wonder, I would say, not a wonders. For doing us a favor. Sometimes you need favors from people, right? You never know that your rival, your enemy, your neighbor that is a rival to you has given you the chance to win the Premier League. And who knows? This would be maybe the game that that could give Arsenal the title. We don't know. We still have 14 games left. But I feel like out of the 14, if we can win at least 10 of those games and draw maybe one or two and maybe lose probably one or two, we are good to go, guys. We are good to go. We will lift up this trophy with an enormous amount of points that would give us a very, very good run in the Premier League. And I'm very, very sure that this is not the end. And this is going to be a very, very good run for Arsenal come these 4 months left. Mikel had already talked about it, that this is a space where we have to show our credibility. We have to show the what we are made of as a team. And this is the moment where Arsenal need to rise because we had fallen down before, we have crumbled before, but I feel like this season here, the backbone of Arsenal is built on winning. It's not built on Saka. It's not built on one particular player. It's built on a team. And being a team as an Arsenal fan, I feel like we are way more stronger compared to last year. And the good thing is the team around us are not performing. They are not. They are not performing like they should do. And that gives us the momentum, that gives us the energy and and everything that we need to perform so that we can go and take this trophy back home. And I'm very optimistic, like I said. We will do it. And by no means Arsenal will do um, this at the end of the season. Now we have some few stories that I wanted also to share with you guys. As you guys saw on the thumbnail, we have Alexander Zinchenko. That the club has really said that he has left Arsenal, and he has joined Ajax for a permanent deal of two, I would think. To 1,020 something pounds, not 1,000, I think 1 million something pounds for Alexander Zinchenko. We know how great he has been for Arsenal when Arsenal still started the project. When they came in with Gabriel Jesus, they were like game changers for Arsenal. And that season where they came, I felt like we would have won the game as well if it was just not because of the injuries that we got towards the end of the season. But he played a very, very pivotal role in keeping the culture at Arsenal, like getting that momentum and creating that energy in the dressing room, and everybody knew that the two, that is Gabriel and Zini, were really good. He played well, but every player has to move. So it's his time to move. We know he has done so great. I'm just so um, um, I'm so impressed of every little thing and thankful for all what Zini actually did for us in the Arsenal uh, season where he was there. He was good. He played well. He showed us how to really play as winners, like be there and struggle and show every single step. Because matches we didn't make it over the line, but he was crucial in building up this Arsenal's team. But as he goes to Ajax, we wish him all well. We wish him the good time. Now, the saddest news that we have is about Mikel Merino. Arsenal has put it on their website very clearly that he has got a torn toe. So he's going to go and do surgery. That means he's not going to be present to finish the season, potentially few months out. And uh, David Onsiens has actually tweeted and said that Arsenal are exploring a loan deal for a player that if they could find a valuable player to replace him, meanwhile he's still going to get the surgery work done, would be great. And I think I the player has not been mentioned. Austin didn't really give us which player it was, or even Fabrizio Romano talked about it that Arsenal are exploring since Mikel Merino is injured. We need some more players in the midfield. We know Kai Havertz has come and he has taken over that position, and but we a little bit light. We know the games and we know the teams that we're going to face. Champions League is still there. We are all in the full competition, so we need more midfielders. As you guys know, the midfield is a little bit light. But even if we don't get anybody to get, because the transfer window, as you guys know, is going to close, um, yeah, on the second, right, today. So if it closes before, that is UK time, that would be like 7 p.m. UK time. So if at all Arsenal decides to get somebody, that would be a good choice. I think it would be a good move, because as you gonna do surgery for Mikel, we know for sure if you go undergo surgery, recovery and everything might take a month or so. So we need somebody to step in and help. Yeah, help with every single game, because being light is a problem. As we know, the people that we're facing, the team that we're facing, they're ruthless. So we need to be on our game. We need to be on top of every single opportunity that we can. If Arsenal can find the right person on loan, I would take it, because we need numbers. Because you never know what will happen in these 4 months left. You never know. So we have to at least stay there and I see. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel, guys, and be part of it. Yeah, I will get back to you in a jiffy. Right now, I will get back to you. So let me know, what was your take on this Tottenham Hotspur's game, and what do you think Arsenal have to do to win this trophy and take it home? We are still on top of the league, 6 points clear. What is your take on it? Let me know what you think of Mikel Merino injury, and who do you think we can really sign on loan. There are a lot of players out there. They think they were looking at Douglas Lewis, but he already went to Aston Villa. So we don't have any player very imminent to join. I thought maybe this January transfer may not, Arsenal may not sign anybody. But the report has come. Fabrizio Romano and also Ornstein just made it clear that Arsenal are exploring for a loan deal, since Merino is missing and he's going to have a surgery on his toe. So let's see what will happen with that. But your take on this Premier League weekend, because we know the weekend was massive. Everybody was going in and criticizing Arsenal for, if they don't win, they're gonna crumble. City will actually win the table, win their game, and Arsenal will go back down. Will be 1 point behind. So 6 points is a big margin, but we know it's still 15 points. 14 games left, and we need to be on our game to at least keep the momentum. If we drip just a tiny bit, you know how City will come. But like I was saying earlier on, this City that people are saying that City is a shark, that blunt shark is not going to do anything this season. Trust me. Come back to the channel later on at the end of the season and tell me if the Sharks has beaten us. No way this City can overtake this trophy. I have watched City this season. I have watched them how they fail. I have watched them how they struggle. Gahey has been acquired in the defense, but I feel like their defense has not even improved a second. Like Tottenham Hotspur has never been great at home. Completely, this entire season they have not been good at home. But look at what they did to Manchester City. It's 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 appalling, I would say. Like it's I don't see City coming back, guys. Let me know if you think Manchester City is going to disturb Arsenal this season. Let me know in the comment. What makes you say that? Do you see Pep Guardiola changing this season's game to become a success? They could go in for Carabao finals for sure, because that's a cup competition. But Premier League, I don't see Guardiola changing anything that is gonna be a thumping his authority on the Premier League. Arsenal is gonna take this, if by all means, because I see how good Arsenal is defensively. We still need to improve though in the offensive aspect of it, which is totally understandable, because we have a new striker. We have a striker who has been out for wherever he is. That is Gabriel Jesus. Kai Havertz has been out now. Mikel Merino is not here, so we are down to three strikers. But we can still make it. The good thing with Arsenal is we are not just standing on one person. We are at least okay. We are at least getting goals from all directions, all players. Like every single player is contributing, and that is tremendous. That is good for the league, and it's good for the Arsenal's team. Because if you only focus on one person and you think you're gonna win the league with four people or one person scoring goals for you, it's good to have the main man for sure. But I feel like Arsenal are contributing in different ways, like scoring. All the players are scoring, which is good. So even if Noni came down when Saka is down, you could see how well he did for a game that he wasn't supposed to start. That is the kind of strategy that we need. That's the kind of players that we need to have so that we can at least have that energy and have that desire to move forward. Please, guys, let me know in the comment. Let me go to the comment and see some of the few things that guys are saying in here real quick. Start with here. Saying yo, thank you so much. Everybody saying hi, hi. First, we're saying first. There we have hi. Thank you, hi. Thanks for joining, guys. Hello, thanks. Ready? Really? We're saying that. What are we saying here? I think so. I don't know what he thinks so about. Maybe I was talking about something then. Hi, Man United Fun. Thank you for joining Man United Fun. So thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome to join. And in the talk show as well. Thanks. Let's see. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 3. Yes, we got that. But you know what? That was a very good game to help build the momentum for Arsenal now to win the league. You know what? Sometimes when you are very comfortable, you need to have adversities. You need to have challenges. You need to have problems. So when you inquire a problem, you find the solutions. And now Arsenal have found the solution, sitting down, reflecting on themselves, like Mikel Arteta said, and looked at this 4 months coming that we can do it. And thank you so much to Manchester United for beating Arsenal, by the way, because it has given us the momentum and it has given us a realization that we can do this. Who could have ever thought that Arsenal would score 4 goals at Leeds? Most of the top four teams have gone there and they have crumbled. Like they have crumbled. Seriously, they have fallen down. But Arsenal won there. 4-0, mind you. 4-0. Like, is that not an improvement that you can see after being beaten? Sometimes I see negative things happening in your life as 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 an impact, like just to help you move forward. Like how many no's do you get before looking for a job? Some people when they look for jobs, they say no, we cannot hire you. No, we cannot hire you. For how long? You don't have to take no for an answer when you're doing something for your future where you think you can do it. You keep moving. That is what Arsenal is doing. Manchester United beating Arsenal was a step ahead to help Arsenal move forward to the next step, to self-realize and see, okay, yeah, we are doing great. We have been very, very good. We have been playing really, really, really well. We had a draw against Forest. We had a draw against um, Liverpool, and Manchester United beat us. So that was a wake-up call. And thank you, Manchester United. Thank you. All right. See that. 3 in a row. Okay. Yeah, Manchester United are doing great, actually. They are doing well. 3 in a row. United 3 in a row. Champions League. We will see. Number 3, Champions League. Great. That's great. I think they have to sign Caicedo. Arsenal have been very, very, very how can I say? I just don't know. Caicedo is a very good player. A very, very good player. And Arsenal wanted him before he joined Chelsea, as you guys know. He was just very close to joining Arsenal, and then we signed Declan Rice. But I feel like Caicedo, if he wants to come to Arsenal and Arsenal have the money, I would take him. I would take him with no doubt. I would take Caicedo, and he will be a better player at Arsenal compared to Chelsea right now, because the system that Arsenal has built is a very sustainable system. But Chelsea they keep changing their coaches, and each coach come with their own strategy and skills and tactics and stuff. That's confusing for players. You have to adapt every single time. But if Arsenal can sign him, yeah, I think I would take him. He's a good midfielder. I would take him alongside Rice for sure. But I don't think that's gonna happen because it's Chelsea can never do that for now because they also need to build up their team. So I think we still hear these people. What? This is I no comment. Comment reserved. No comment. Oh, okay. Hi. All right. Those are the comments I have, guys. But it's crazy that people still think Arsenal is gonna bottle. Um, this I totally think we are in a very, very good shape, guys. We are in a very, very good shape to win this Premier League, no matter what. No matter what people say, no matter what people type, no matter every single pundit coming in and criticizing Arsenal's attack, criticizing Arsenal midfield, not making it off the line. I feel like this is the game. After today, I have realized that we are capable of doing it. We are capable of doing it. And we can do it by a bigger margin. This Premier League, Arsenal might win by 9 points, 12 points. It's not going to be like 2 points. I can see it that Manchester City is going to continue to drip, is going to continue to fall down because for sure, like I said, Liverpool automatic drop points. There is no way they're going to win against Liverpool. And I'm not saying Arsenal are going to win all their 14 games left. We shall have issues also. We shall have games where we might draw. We might also take a loss. But I'm very optimistic that even if Arsenal lose some points, Cities are not going to be in a good shape to capitalize. They will not capitalize in some of the things that, some of the failure that we might have. Because no team can go in a 15 run in these Premier League matches this season. There's gonna be a fall down. There's gonna be a moment where you the team will not have that energy to win. They might take a draw, and you will appreciate the draw that you have got. Look at Aston Villa. They have been very, very good, guys. Very, very good. And today, Brentford just killed them. Like zero. So you can predict as many. I know with sports you can talk and talk and talk weekly things. Like I've seen some YouTubers, some content creators today, they're talking well about Arsenal and stuff. When Arsenal gets a loss, it's good to criticize, guys. But the way other fans get over, like it feels like Arsenal have not done anything good. They over criticize, and instead of lifting up the players and giving them the desire and the momentum while they play, at least to push them, you feel like Arsenal fans, some of them are just so toxic, guys, like super toxic. Like we have to give these players chance. They have played together for almost 5 years, and that's a benefit that we have. No team in the Premier League in the top four or top five like have played together more than Arsenal. And that what makes it so difficult for Arsenal to win this league? I don't see it. I don't really see anything. Like we are able to, and we can, and we shall, unless otherwise. Even if Mikel Marino has gotten injured, I still believe, guys, I still believe that we are able to do this. Like I said, subscribe to the channel and be part of the channel. And we shall discuss this every single moment. And when it comes to May, we shall see how we can cry or we can celebrate if we win something. Because I feel like this team has gotten to a point where they're able to win. And it will take just one trophy, only one title, and we are gonna be the biggest team in the English Premier League. Because what Mikel Arteta is building is not for one season. This is a long season team where we're gonna go for at least five or even six titles, where we are gonna be just there. We don't want to be the monopoly, but we shall be there in every game to at least take the Premier League and struggle and be there. We have been sustainable for 3 years, playing and finishing second. What makes you think that Arsenal is gonna go back down to third or fourth with the team that we are building? I don't see that. Like completely, I don't see anything happening. I completely believe in what Mikel Arteta is building. I know there are Mikel Arteta outers there. Oh, leave, go, go, go. Like he doesn't have experience and stuff like that, guys. Everybody has to be given a chance. Nobody can say you have experience if you're not given a chance to do. Like you can't. That's what. Even like with jobs, sometimes you go looking for jobs and like 5 year experience, 6 years experience and stuff. Like if you don't give me the chance to try and see my capability, where will I get the 5 years or 6 years experience? This guy has been in the managerial job for 6 years. Trust him, he has learned. We still want him to change things for sure. We all agree that we want him to change things. And as an Arsenal fan, I feel like we are able to go by what he thinks is best. I don't think he makes decision so that Arsenal can fail. Up to this level, building something for 5 years, and you just want to build something that collapse at the end of the season? No way. No way. All right, let me see what Gilgar is saying here again. What do you think about Arsenal in Champions League? Um, I guess your name is Gil Habir, something like that. Forgive me for mispronouncing, but I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining as well. Now, Champions League, guys. I feel like Arsenal could go to the final and probably have that chance to win it. But I feel like Champions League is still too big for this team. Not that I don't believe that they can win it, but I feel like it's a little bit um, early for Arsenal to win both the Premier League and the Champions League at the same time. Looking at the phase that we are in, they could do it. I would be happy if we win Champions League and Premier League. Those two, we shall put Mikel Arteta's statue right in front of the Emirates. For sure, I will just take a plane and go to and fly to UK and just be there. Because Arsenal hasn't won the Champions League since they changed the name to Champions League. We need that. Actually, I would prefer winning a Champions League instead of the Premier League if I were Mikel Arteta, because that would be a big legacy that nobody has ever really had in Arsenal. Like it would be a big legacy for any manager, even for the players. We would put all the players' statues everywhere because that's the first time Arsenal would have won Champions League. I like that we won the league phase, but that means nothing if we are drawn against a team that is going to give us trouble. I know we are going to be drawn against some small teams. I will do that later on when within the week when we have international break. I will look at Champions League and stuff and every single team like that. We are going to have a dive on that later on. After during the FA Cup and stuff like that. So I will discuss into that for some of the teams and how Arsenal can really go on and win. I'm not discrediting that we would win. We are in good shape to win the Champions League, but I feel like Champions League is just very tricky. Sometimes you're playing so well and you know that you might win, and then just one goal kills you down. So hopefully that's not gonna be the case because we play well in Champions League. Trust me, we play so well in Champions League, and every team knows that this season is gonna be Arsenal season in the Champions League if unless something happens with the players or maybe very crucial injury to some player that we think might have affect our game or would affect our game. But I think we have the chance. We have the chance to do it. If we are able to do it, go for it. That's what I think, guys. Ilabia, because we are able to do it. We should be able to perform well. But the only challenge is, like I said, I feel like the Real Madrids, the Barcelonas, Bayern, those teams, PSG, it feels like they have done it. Like they have been there. So even if we are doing great, you still have that skeptic, like you're still a little bit skeptical because you haven't done it. Like the pressure would be there when Arsenal goes to the Champions League. Like I remember the first game that I watched in Champions League when Arsenal were in the final with Barcelona, where Lehmann got the red card. That's the only time I remember in my lifetime that I started following Arsenal. That's the only time that they have been in the finals. That was 2-6, I guess, probably 2-6 or 2-5. I don't remember very well, but within that, so it's gonna be good. I think if we can do that, I appreciate it. We will do great. Let me see what else here. What do you think the reason and why they never won before? What do you think the reason why they never won it before? We were just poor. Like Arsenal were just poor during Wenger's season. As you, if you follow Arsenal so well, like I still remember Bayern Munich passing aggregate 7-0. That's I can I can wrap that out of my mind. 7-7 on aggregates. You guys remember that game? Like Wenger was playing for top four. Like he wasn't competing. I feel like the only time they competed was that 2-6 when they went to the finals. After that, I felt like our only goal was to go and compete, make it through to the last 16, probably past last 16 and go to the quarterfinals, or maybe just go through there. And like we were just bad. I don't think there was any other reason as to why we didn't really win, but we were just bad, like super bad. Like we didn't play with confidence. We didn't have that squad that could do it. I don't think the likes of Mustafi, the likes of Yaya Sanogo, Shamak, those guys, could even win Champions League for you guys. Like, imagine all the game they played. I remember was it FA Cup where Shamak scored almost like a hat trick against Reading. You guys remember that? Like, Wenger was a good coach. Like, he was a good manager. He played his ball. That's I respect him so much because he brought Arsenal to the limelight. Like he was good, and I trust every single thing that he was doing at Arsenal. But it became a moment where I felt like he got very confident, he got comfortable, and he didn't want to change. And he was just there, like playing his game, like not changing. So with these kind of games, like games evolve every single moment. Old managers like Jose Mourinho's, like Conte's, and that was one. You see how Jose Mourinho used to play. If you watch Jose Mourinho's game nowadays, he has actually learned from some of the things that are happening nowadays. Look at Benfica, how they played against Real Madrid. So you have to learn and change. Like at least take your time to revolve. Like I mean, evolve, so that at least your team moves forward. Like it's just it's just crazy sometimes where like managers get stuck on what they're doing. Look at Amorim from Manchester United. He doesn't want to change. I play my own system. I'm not gonna change. Where did it end? They dumped him. I don't know if there's any. I mean, probably in Portugal or somewhere. He might get a job somewhere. But like the way he was talking, the way he was like doing his press conference, like you, as a human being, you have to have that flexibility. You can't just be adamant like I'm just so. What word is it? Like he's, I forget the word, but like being very very strict on your. Uh, Help me with the English. I don't know, but like you have to be flexible. You have to be ready to change when things go bad. But I feel like that was the problem because Wenger didn't really change his system so much. He didn't get the right players. I know we were paying loan for the Emirates, and money wasn't there. He just got few players where he could survive in the Premier League and run for top four. But it's yeah, that's some of the reason, but you can give me your reason as well. I don't think there was any bigger reason that really caused Arsenal not to win the Champions League. It's just we were a poor team, like poor, really poor. Like we were not good. The players that we had couldn't really compete in the Champions League that way. I don't even think we got to semi-final um in the Champions League in the entire era of Wenger after 2006 where we went to the finals. We were always taken of last 16 or maybe quarterfinals, last 16 or quarterfinals. We never made it to semifinal. But when you look at Mikel Arteta, his first season back in the Champions League, it was the first season or second season, he went up to the semifinals, which is a good step. Now, the next step is to go to the finals, which potentially they could make it. Looking at the structure and the way the team has been structured in the Champions League this season, we could make it to the Champions League final because I feel like that side of um, the draw where Arsenal is, if we can play really, really, really well, we can make it through to the finals. But we can did. I will dive deeper into that later on at some point when we have another live stream to discuss that. Let's look at another thing here. All right. Only reason people hate some Arsenal fans is because they make arguments like Messi and soccer. I agree. I mean, we have to back up, like stand for our players. I agree, but when somebody is good, you need to appreciate. Like there's some players that even if you hate on them, or as a rival fan you hate on them, I see no, I don't see that player being affected by it, or even like other fans being affected. I can reasonably give my argument on a player, but that doesn't mean I hate that player. I have to be objective or subjective. I don't know how. Like as I give my views, to at least have an open mind. Because if you go to criticize a player just because of one thing that they did or because you don't like them, that's not reasonable argument. If you come with concrete statistics about a player vis-a-vis the other player and your views are concrete, I go with that. I agree with it. And I said, yes, your statistics are very clear. I see your evidence and everything is spot on, but I still stand with my player for this particular reason as well. No player is 100% accurate or 100% profiled in a way where like they don't have any fault, they don't have any weakness. Everyone human, if as long as you're human, you have a weakness. I do have many weaknesses. You do have many weaknesses. Like doesn't mean that I'm not good at what I do. I still have room for improvement. I need advice from people. I need people like you to tell me, yes, we can do this, you can do this. And like we build this channel together because I'm open minded. I don't want to go to a workplace or go and talk about a player and say, yes, I hate them just because of this and this and this and this. Like Tottenham Hotspur today, I'm talking about them. I rarely talk about Tottenham Hotspur, but they did us a favor. So Life is just like that, guys. Like you can't think it's only one way. I mean, comparing players is a good thing, but don't over compare a player and then leave it there that your player is the best. At the end of it all, it's upon the players. It's not about comparing them to win. It's just logical arguments. You bring logical thoughts on what you think. And I can disagree with it. It doesn't mean I hate him, but I'm just giving you my thoughts, you know? It's something that anybody can do and it's free. Sharing advice and sharing thoughts is free. You don't have to pay for it, you know? So that's just my thought. But comparing players is a good thing, but we have to also find the line. But you you low key chill loved hearing from you, bro. Um, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm here every day almost. Today I'm a little bit late. Normally I come a little bit early. I was caught up doing something, but I'm glad you guys appreciate the work I do. This is a channel based where we talk Arsenal and talk Premier League, Champions League, but it's a channel for Arsenal, as you know, the Arsenal stand. And if you want to be part of the team and you want to hear your views, you are most welcome. I appreciate. I can invite you, and you can come get your opinion out because I want to build a channel where we are able to discuss. I need logical people. I need people who reason, not because they're Arsenal supporters, but because they love the game. If you love the game, you're always open minded. You don't just talk because you're an Arsenal fan. You have to at least realize the game. If you love the game, talk for the game, but not talk for your only like your team alone. Because it's okay for you to support a team and stand for them in situation, but also it's okay to criticize your team in a logical manner. I hate when people say, "Oh, Mikel Arteta is a very bad coach, manager. He has been there for 6 years. We know he has not won anything, but like if he doesn't win this year, we have to get him out of the Emirates." Do we want to go back to 10 years and 20 years ago where Arsenal wasn't respected at all, completely no respect for Arsenal because we were just languishing down in the deep pit, fighting for top four. And now we have been competing for 3, 4 years. And the coach that has been building something for 5, 6 years, you just want to get rid of them because they're not giving you all the trophies that you want. I know as fans we celebrate when we have trophies, and that is a good thing. But give the coach time. It will come. Everything needs time. If you don't give time to somebody, 5, 6 years is not it's not so long ago. And if we can give him more time, like I said earlier, that Arsenal, Mikel Arteta looks like excuse me, looks like he's building something that is standing for ages, that is gonna live there for long. It's not like just 1, 2 years and then Arsenal stops winning. Winning this Premier League for this season will be the beginning of the era where Arsenal will dominate the Premier League and European League completely. Get it from me. This is the era where if Arsenal makes it over the line, if we can make it just over the line this season, that would be the best gift for Christmas next year. Because we would be in a position where nobody's gonna say, "Oh, they have never made it over the line." We are still skeptical because they never make it, they always bother it. That will completely stop because we would have overcome that hurdle. We have overcome that stone, that mountain that was right in front of us. And that's why I'm backing my team that this year, if we happen to win this game, guys, and take the trophy back home, it's going to be a stepping stone for us to continue dominating Premier League and European leagues. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but that's what I see Mikel Arteta building because he is able to do that. Looking at where he came from, I know it's taking longer because building a team that can beat anybody in the world is not easy. It's never easy, guys. So that's what I can say. But far, that's what I can say, guys. The only bad news is Mikael Merino, and hopefully he will be better and his surgery goes on well. And we pray for him to at least recover well. And I hope Arsenal can get a replacement for him uh, before the transfer season ends. But on top of that, Tottenham Hotspur, way to go. Way to go, Tottenham Hotspur. Thanks for doing us a service. And thanks for at least standing in there to give us that 6 point lead against Manchester City. I know what is his name? Rodri cried so much today when he was doing his interview. I think you might have watched it. He was saying that the goal that Tottenham scored, the first goal, should have been ruled out because Solanke kicked somebody, and that's always a foul. But when somebody is dying and a snake is moving around and rolling, and the snake is bit, their tails start to wiggle. They're just crying and because they haven't been playing well. So I think it doesn't make sense to me that should have been a foul. But it's another day. Days like that will be. And it's funny enough that he said that people don't want them to win because they have won so many trophies. That was so strange of him saying it. If you can go and watch his interview, he said the referees are not favoring them because they feel like they have won so many titles. Now they need a different team to win, which is nonsensical to me. But I don't want to get into that. But that's what he said. If you guys can follow him, so it's strange to hear that from Premier League best player. Any comments on Vini and the fan base saying Vini out? Oh, you meaning Vinicius? Vinay. So, Real Madrid, right? I would get him at Arsenal. I feel like Vinicius has been a very good player for Real Madrid, but he doesn't have that love from the fans. Either maybe Spain alone, or it's just the fun of Real Madrid or the fans of other team. Sometimes players just need love to perform, and I feel like Real Madrid fans have not given him the love that he deserves. As much as he's been the best player for Real Madrid of late, I know Kylian Mbappe is there, but I feel like he lacks the love from the fans and also maybe some of the players that he plays with. Because sometimes you could be a good player, but like if you don't feel the desire that you're being respected, you're being valued in a team, that makes it really difficult for you even to perform well. So that could be the problem. But I would take him at Arsenal if he's willing to come to Arsenal because I feel like he would totally change our attacks. Like we would be beast of a beast, I would say. That's how I can tell me. We would be really, really on top. But I'm not sure if Arsenal can afford to buy him. But that's just a dream. It doesn't cost to dream, guys. So dream big, dream big. Today we are just very few people, and trust me, as we build this, we're gonna be many, many people in the long run. So I don't fear going for big things. So give me your opinion on what you think we can build. But I don't mind building something big and believing that it will come out from something. But please subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed yet and be part of the channel. Turn on your notification bell as well. And please like the live stream, guys. I haven't seen anybody even like a single thing. Please like the channel, like the stream, guys, and hype it at the end when we finish. We are almost closing in few seconds. If there is nothing, guys, um But it has been very very good, guys, to discuss Arsenal with you guys. We will meet again tomorrow around the same time, and discuss as many things as we can about the game that is coming against Chelsea. As you guys know, we are going to play on Tuesday, tomorrow. That is tomorrow, I guess, against Chelsea, and we have one foot in the final, but the other one is still lugging around. So let's hope the team will step up and play their best game, and we can go to Wembley. And you guys know, before you know it, today is also my birthday. Wish me some birthday. I wish my channel was monetized already. You could have sent me something, but I still have some few things to finish. Then I will be monetized as soon, so you guys can send me some gift. But later on, the channel is gonna be there for forever, so don't worry about. But today is my birthday. I'm turning a very good years. So that would be really good if you wish me happy birthday as well. For people who are watching, I'm just here chilling on my birthday on talking about Arsenal. What a day. It's a very big gift. That's why I came on live at this time, to just celebrate my birthday and celebrate Arsenal for having been 6 points ahead. It's an achievement, but there's still a long way to go. I'm not saying we have won the league, but this has given me the thought, a second thought, to think that we can do it, and I totally agree that we can do it as well. So yeah, much love. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I will see you again in the next video, and yeah, one love. Thank you for joining. Thank you, our main man, that is Gil Haber. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you again tomorrow. And yeah, have a good day and have a good night wherever you are. I'll see you. Please subscribe and hype the video on your way out. One love.